Video games, a multi-billion-dollar industry that entertains millions, inspires creativity, and even shapes the future of technology. But how did we get from the simplicity of Pong to the immersive experience of virtual reality? Today we're diving into the fascinating evolution of video games, covering over 50 years of technological, cultural, and creative advancements. It all began in the 1960s and 70s, a time when the concept of a video game was completely new. In 1962, a group of MIT students developed Space War, one of the first known video games, played on a massive mainframe computer. But video games truly stepped into the public eye with Pong, released by Atari in 1972. This simple game, where players controlled paddles to bounce a dot back and forth, captivated audiences in arcades worldwide. It was the spark that ignited the gaming revolution. During this period, gaming was a novelty, but it showed the world the potential of interactive entertainment. As the 1970s closed, a new era began, the golden age of arcade games. This was a time when titles like Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Donkey Kong became cultural phenomena. Arcades popped up everywhere, attracting people of all ages. These games had simple graphics but were highly addictive. Pac-Man, with its iconic maze chase gameplay, even became the first video game character to achieve mainstream fame. The 80s were marked by rapid technological progress and saw gaming slowly transitioning from arcades to home consoles. And so we enter the next phase, the rise of home gaming. The Atari 2600, released in 1977, changed everything. For the first time, people could play arcade-quality games at home. This console introduced classic titles like Asteroids and Pitfall, but it was Nintendo's NES, released in 1985, that truly transformed home gaming. With titles like Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid, the NES set a new standard for gameplay and storytelling. Nintendo also introduced game cartridges, allowing players to switch between games, an innovation that laid the groundwork for the console gaming industry. These early home consoles proved that gaming was here to stay, and ready for continuous evolution. The 90s brought us the 16-bit era and the infamous console wars between Nintendo and Sega. With the release of the Sega Genesis in 1989, followed by the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or SNES, in 1991, gaming graphics became more advanced and storytelling became more complex. This era gave us iconic games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Street Fighter II, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. With better graphics, soundtracks, and gameplay, the 16-bit era created lifelong fans and marked the start of a fierce competition that would continue into future generations. In the mid-90s, the gaming world took a monumental leap with the transition to 3D graphics. Sony's PlayStation, released in 1994, was a game-changer. Titles like Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil, and Metal Gear Solid created immersive experiences previously thought impossible. Around the same time, Nintendo 64 wowed audiences with Super Mario 64, setting a new standard for 3D platformers. 3D graphics weren't just about visuals. They allowed for deeper gameplay mechanics and storytelling, forever changing the landscape of video games. Chapter 6. Online Gaming and MMORPGs, the 2000s. The 2000s ushered in the era of online gaming, where players could connect with others around the world. Games like World of Warcraft brought the MMORPG, or massively multiplayer online role-playing game, genre into the mainstream. These games weren't just about individual achievements, they built communities, friendships, and rivalries. Online gaming shifted the focus from single-player experiences to interactive social gameplay, broadening the appeal of video games even further. Chapter 7. Modern Gaming, Graphics and Open Worlds, from the 2010s to the present. Modern gaming is defined by hyper-realistic graphics, expansive open-world games, and immersive storytelling. Titles like The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Grand Theft Auto 5 showcase the power of today's hardware and the artistry of game developers. These games offer hundreds of hours of content, beautifully rendered worlds, and choices that impact story outcomes. Today, games aren't just a pastime, they're cinematic experiences that rival even blockbuster movies. Chapter 8. The rise of virtual reality, or VR, and future prospects. The latest evolution in gaming comes with virtual reality, or VR. Devices like the Oculus Rift and PlayStation VR transport players into fully immersive worlds, where they can physically interact with their surroundings. VR gaming is still in its early stages, but its potential to change the industry is massive. Imagine playing games that feel as real as the world around you. As technology advances, the possibilities for gaming are endless. From augmented reality to AI-driven narratives, the future of gaming promises experiences that we can only dream of today. From Pong to virtual reality, the journey of video games is a testament to human creativity, technology, and our desire for connection and escapism. Gaming has evolved beyond entertainment, becoming a significant part of culture and innovation. Who knows where it will go next? Thank you for watching, subscribe, and join us as we explore the future of gaming.